Hear ye, come one, come all, the Fan Le Batard Show is back with an episode of Proclamations and Secrets. Roll the music. What up, you Fan Le Batardians? Nasty Nate's here in the house. That's right. You know what? Neutral Nate, I think your time is up, folks. And it's been a minute since we've done a Fan Le Batard Show. We've got God Bless Highlight. I'm going to try to get you an episode of God Bless Highlight here maybe tomorrow. I'll record it tomorrow and it'll come to you Saturday, but this is tomorrow. This is Friday today. Definitely don't need to tell you about time because you got this figured out, right? You know what day it is. So do I. But what have I got for you? Episode of Proclamations and Whispers, things that I see going on, things that you just need to proclaim, shout it out, let people know. And some things that are being whispered. Being said, not out loud yet. They're secrets, right? Like, for example, a secret I'm hearing around the league. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the New York Jets may have won tonight in their all-black uniforms. But I'm here to tell you that those all-black uniforms was just them showing you that they were showing up to a funeral for the end of their season. It's over. It doesn't matter if they won. I know Stu God says he's back. If you listen to the DraftKings pregame power-up trade Wingo show. Stu, welcome back to Jets fandom. You never left, buddy, but they're gonna let you down and not make the playoffs. Those black jerseys put the Jets season to rest. Sorry, Aaron. I guess you can have a lot more time in the dark reading your conspiracy theories, bro. Yeah. And that's what we've got for you, folks. Secrets like that nobody's telling you. That the Jets season Sefine or Elfine, I don't know. I'm blanking on the term here. It's late. And I'm coming to you because I want to put out a Fan Le Batard show. Why? Because I think haven't talked to you in a while about Le Batard Show stuff. Speaking of Le Batard Show stuff, how about that oral history, folks? Huh? It's pretty darn good if I don't say so myself. Mike Ryan, pat yourself on the back, buddy. Sounds like executive producer cool shit. You've been cooking something up that's pretty cool shit, right?
Next question, man.
Darn, wrong sound, right? A little rusty on my board.
Shit.
Yeah, that was cool.
There you go. Yeah, that oral history.
Yeah, that was cool.
It is cool.
Shit.
You know? I love it. I think it's a great format. And you know what? I think it should even be a proclamation, right? Hello, listen up in the courts, ladies and gentlemen. The Fan Le Batard Show is here to pronounce that the oral history of Dan Le Batard is amazing. It's some of the greatest stuff the show's produced this year. As you know, here at the Fan Le Batard, we believe there's been no drop-off in the Dan Le Batard Show, and the oral history's been fantastic. Mike Ryan, take your victory lap, sir. Well done. Well done indeed. And I think it's really smart, really well done. And I think it's changed over time. It seems like when they first started it, it was going to be like every episode will cover 3 years of stuff. And it's been kind of hard to tell because they still really haven't gotten to the point where I became an everyday listener, right? But I love the setup of it. First episode was good. Episodes 2 and 3, really, really good. And I think they got wind of like, the whole tension of like Hawk leaving. They're milking it. I'm really excited for today's episode of the Oral History. Like it's going to be amazing, I think, for fans of the show. Like we're just going to eat it up. And in fact, I might have, hold up there. It's not a proclamation. I may have a secret for you about the oral history. I'm here to tell you folks, I think that oral history, I think they're trying to sell the oral history as a TV show too. You've heard Mike Ryan say it's podcast format only for now. That's for now, right? They're recording this all on video too. They'd be fools not to. And I think they're looking to sell it to a streamer because they got a big hit with the comeback on Netflix on their hands. And I think you've seen it. That evolution of it is there, with how they've been changing the format of the shows, right? That they've built up to this, right? There's kind of like cliffhangers, right? It does feel like the format, obviously sold as a show, the oral history would look a little bit different. And I think will be even better because they're going to have all this old footage and stuff, hopefully, with it. I'd be really excited. I think they are going to try to like package it as a sports documentary and get it to somebody. And that's why it's not immediately released as a YouTube. And I think you're starting to see that. Like it's very, the word that Dan would use, of course, is sticky. The oral history is very sticky, right? So sticky. You get stuck in it, right? I've actually re-listened to some of the oral history episodes. But you see how kind of like, again, the change of they started out with, it seemed like each episode was going to cover 3 years. And then episodes 2 and 3, it doesn't seem like they covered as much. Even episode 2, I think, ended with like, we're going to get to the breakup between Hawk, but actually it just built all the way up to it in like next episode, right? That's kind of a standard streamer format where like each episode they're trying to give you a hook to get you to binge it, right? Which to me, I'm excited. Like I would absolutely love to see this be like a, however many episode sports documentary on the Fan Le Batard Show. Doesn't matter if they finish this as a podcast. Like I'm definitely going to watch that as a streamer. I think the oral history, like it's really interesting to hear from the show about like that time. And then I love like the 30-minute block or so of just listening to like the old show. It's really well done, hearing the new voices, kind of crazy to hear of like, what happened to the people that they were working with at the start. It's kind of stuff that as a listener who wasn't there from the very beginning, like they've mentioned it, but you don't fully know. Now I feel like I know a lot more about the show, and I've just been loving the oral history part of the show. It's been amazing and just absolute fire, honestly. Oral history, total fire. Which brings me to another proclamation here. Speaking of fires, hear ye, hear ye. The Fan Le Batard Show announces that the Denver Nuggets are burnt. They're overcooked. They're cooked. It's over for the Nuggets. Sorry, fans. It's just I know it's only 4 games into the season for them, but if you gotta struggle to beat the Raptors, becoming a little bit New Zealand here, but shift. Oh, my lord, yeah. I agree, the Nuggets are cooked indeed, and here's why. They lack depth. There's no depth on that roster. You see the starters, they're all averaging upper 30s already. Nikola Jokic playing 39 a night. They're going to tire themselves out just in the regular season to get a mediocre seed, my lord. They've got to add something. And let me tell you, Russell Westbrook is usually the sign of a team that's looking in places where things are already spent. Russell Westbrook's best days are behind him. The proclamation here is the Denver Nuggets are cooked, and everyone, Jokic is still good, sir, but they gotta add more help. Jokic, Murray, Gordon, not good enough anymore. Christian Braun, not good enough. Michael Porter Jr., not good enough. We here proclaim the Denver Nuggets won't be making it back to the championship without a severe makeover to their roster. They're just not deep enough. No depth. They can't compete with the deeper teams in the West like OKC. And you can take that to the bank. Yeah, been watching a little bit of NBA here. And gotta tell you, disappointed in my Raptors as I don't know where to go for sports joy in terms of my sports teams. Other than the Cyclones making that playoff push, wish we were already in the playoffs because a little disappointing with the Devils, but we'll save that for God Bless Highlight, right? You're not here for God Bless Highlight. You're here for the Fan Le Batard Show. We're making sports proclamations. Denver Nuggets, they are totally cooked. They're not undefeated. They didn't even win their first game. They became defeated already. OKC, whew. I mean, I could fire off another proclamation. Good for a long time. Really young setup. Sam Presti. Clap, clap, clap. We're not going to have to go like, I won't give a proclamation because guess what? You already know it. You don't need me to proclaim it. You see it. Team's good. In fact, you heard it here. Proclamation. Nope, not. Okay, fine. You made me do it, okay? Wait, I think I'm firing off a secret sound here. Oh, you got this? The OKC are going to make the finals. But I'll tie this into another proclamation. They're going to lose to the Boston Celtics. Why? Because the Celtics are pissed. Crazy Joe Mazzulla's talking about fighting everybody. Everybody's pissed about what happened over the summer. Jaylen Brown not making the Olympics. Jason Tatum not playing. Oh, my Lord. Why? No one respects us. I don't respect the Celtics, but I hate to say it, I think they're going to repeat. And it's a proclamation. Indeed, my Lord. Yes, sir, it is. I think this is the Boston Celtics revenge tour. Go ahead, Charlotte Wilder. Take a victory lap. Sports Gossip Show. If you guys have been listening to the Sports Gossip Show, hey, Fan Le Batard Show. It's not within the Meadowlark universe, but Charlotte Wilder and I think Madeline Hill, Sports Gossip Show. Big fan of what they're doing there. Love it. By far, my favorite take of 2024 has been the Sports Gossip Show saying that Aaron Rodgers needs to play for the Jets as long as possible because we don't want him to move on to the next part of whatever his career is going to be. I also love how Madeline refers to sports teams as companies. You see here, I'm rocking my favorite college company gear, the Maryland Terps, a little Darius Hayward Bay jersey. What? But as you can, where's my sports joy? Where Titans suck, Raptors suck, Terps, they've been terrible for years. I don't want to talk about that. Let's move on. And maybe it's time to take you behind the curtain just a little bit, eh? Huh? Are you guys ready for a little secret? Something that's on the hush hush. That's a Patrick Mahomes doesn't want you to know about. Oh, the Fan Le Batard here. Nasty Nate. the inside details. And I'm here to tell you folks, the Kansas City Chiefs within the locker room have decided that they don't just want a three-peat. They want a three-peat with an exclamation point. They are pushing to go undefeated. And they've got an easy schedule lined up. Maybe like one challenge in there with the Buffalo Bills. Please, Josh, step up and beat them for once. Get it together, Buffalo. The Kansas City Chiefs are secretly pushing to go undefeated. They don't just want the three-peat. They want to go undefeated and get NFL history on top of history, just like Billy Gill at the FIU New Mexico broadcast. They want history on top of history. Did you listen to my little best of Billy Gill? They played it on the show. But I'm here to tell you that's what the Kansas City Chiefs are pushing for. And folks, I think that they're not gonna get it. Sorry, Chiefs fans. You're gonna fall short of perfection. Maybe one loss, or this, I envision this as they lose and then kind of the wheels fall off and they limp into the playoffs. And the Chiefs, you're getting booted out. You're not making it back to the Super Bowl. You are not three-peating. I feel confident in that. Not confident enough to make it a proclamation, if you know what I'm saying. But the Kansas City Chiefs, something's got to give. They can't keep getting away with this. Or you think DeAndre Hopkins, you're going to take him from the Titans and you're going to turn him into something. DeAndre Hopkins sucks. It's over. He's spent. That's where you're going. That's all you got. Travis Kelce wants to act. He wants to be with Taylor. He's tired of catching footballs, but they're having to rely on him a lot. But the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm here to tell you, they're not going to three-peat because of this secret agenda to go undefeated. Secretly within their locker room, they have kept this a secret that they don't just want the three-peat, they want to go undefeated, and that is going to be their undoing because they are pushing too hard for regular season success, and that is going to cost them. They're going to run out of steam in the playoffs. Sorry, Patrick, you can't just keep deciding that you're going to win the Super Bowl and win it. Not this year. So who's going to win it instead? I don't know. Could be anybody. Not the Cowboys, though. I would proclaim something there on the Cowboys, but Brian's not here. I'll save that for Brian, right? That's his department. I do have things to say about the Cowboys, but on the hush-hush, is the window closed? Maybe. But again, Brian's not here, so we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the college football playoff and something about the show that's kind of irked me a little bit. And Stu Gotts, they've finally come around to it, but for the past couple weeks, if we would have had a show, I would have mentioned this earlier, but Stu Gotts keeps saying oh, you can't get this second loss. You can't get this second loss. I'm like, when is somebody going to emphatically say stop talking about 2 losses being a problem? If Alabama only has 2 losses, they're obviously going to get into the college football playoff. 2 losses is not a problem for Alabama. I got 2 losses, but the college football playoff ain't a problem, right? Because you look back at the history of the college football playoff, 2023, you've got 5 teams with 2 losses in the top 12. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit different with the highest non-Power 4 or whatever conference getting a bid in there, but still, 2022, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. 8 teams in the top 12 with 2 or 3 losses. And we're out here saying, oh no, Alabama has 2 losses. it's not a big deal. 3 losses is a big deal because 3 losses you're not guaranteed. Like, yeah, 2022, there were some 3-loss teams, but that's a little bit of an outlier. Usually those 3-loss teams find themselves just outside the top 12. If you look at the history of 3 losses, you put yourself on the bubble, which is why, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a secret to tell you. A little bit of a secret. And it's a secret that Mike Ryan, he doesn't want me to say it. Mike Ryan's been telling you that the U is back to work. I'm here to tell you that the U is just back, ladies and gentlemen. They are back. In fact, I'm not just gonna tell you it's a secret. I'm gonna proclaim it, ladies and gentlemen. The University of Miami is back. They will make the college football playoff. They will not fall for the trap of playing their old coach, Manny Diaz. The University of Miami is back thanks to Cam Ward. You look at this offense. They're scoring all kinds of points. You know, wish they would have put up just one more tutty against Florida State to get it back into the 40s, but they're averaging like 40-plus points a game. A historic offense. Cam Ward has been a magician, and they're this far into the season. Honestly, folks, guess what? They could lose the Manny Diaz game and not even make it to the ACC championship, and the University of Miami would still make the college football playoff if they won out the rest of their games. You think they're going to hold out that 11-1? You already heard me say how many 2-loss teams. Like, they're the number 6 or like number 5 team in the nation right now. Even if they lose to Duke, they're still going to stay right around. They're still going to stay right around the top 12. And if they keep winning, they'll just inch their way back up because other teams are going to lose and drop out of it. LSU, don't worry about them. LSU's cook, Brian Kelly, he doesn't have the answers. He's too focused on his family to prep for the right quarterback, right? Brian Kelly and LSU, what a joke. The U is back. And you heard it here first. This isn't a jinx. I believe it. And you can see the trajectory of where this is going. All right? Take that to the bank. Moving on. I don't know what is left to say, honestly, other than one final proclamation here. Brian's not here. Can't do his baseball minute, but we can 100% proclaim something. Dodgers, Yankees, only 5 games. MLB, you got to be a little bit disappointed in that, right? That you would have wished it went longer, but it didn't. But I'm here to proclaim a little something. Hear ye, come one, come all. The Los Angeles Dodgers are 1 piece away from repeating in the offseason if they sign Juan Soto. I don't know what I'm doing here. I totally lost me accent. There, me lord. Oh, bloody hell, governor. The Dodgers spending all this money. They're 1 piece away from repeating, and that's Juan Soto. And if they sign him in the season, the Dodgers are going to repeat as champs. How about that World Series? How about that World Series, huh? Freddie Freeman. I gotta say, I was already I became a Dodger fan this season because I like Shohei Ohtani. I think he's incredible in terms of pitching and what he can do. Saw him play once with the Angels, took my kids. Shohei is kind of like my son's favorite baseball player because he honestly doesn't know anybody else because he's only been in one game. And guess what? We took him to that game and he rooted for Pittsburgh because it was the Pittsburgh Pirates. And he's like, Daddy, I want the Pirates to win, not the Angels. Like, what? He was like 4 years old when we did this, maybe 5 years old. Pretty sure it was, let me think. It was last season. It was baseball. He was already, I'm going to say already 5 years old, even though I don't know. What 5-year-old boy is going to pick, who knows nothing about baseball, is going to pick to root for the Angels over the Pirates? They're going to pick the Pirates. That's who he picked. But he likes Shohei Ohtani. And so he likes the Dodgers. And I've come to like the Dodgers because Shohei's there. And they're one piece away. Just sign Juan Soto. Get it over with. Put MLB out of their mystery. Not their mystery, their misery. There's no mystery here, folks, because I proclaimed it. It's over. They're one piece away. If they sign Juan Soto, there is no mystery. And the rest of MLB can be stuck in misery. Right? And that's going to do it here for the Fan Le Batard Show. Nasty Nate signing out. Get excited for that oral history, ladies and gentlemen. You know I am. Peace.